In this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 investing tips to get rich in crypto and reveal why I believe we're about to enter the most explosive part of the cycle. So I'm going to start off by talking about my experience. I've been in crypto for 5 years. This is my second cycle, and I've made almost every mistake that you can make in crypto, but I've also made a lot of money. And I'm going to tell you why I believe we're nowhere near the top. And the main reason is that the Fed is only now just started cutting rates. So the Fed cut rates by 25 basis points, and we have some Fed meetings coming up, I believe in October, November, and December, where we're likely going to get continued rate cuts, potentially more 25 basis point cuts, but there's even a possibility that we could even get some 50 or higher basis point cuts. I know Trump is pushing for that, so it is a very big possibility. And as these rates get cut, it becomes easier for people to be able to borrow money and to invest in risk on assets like crypto. And that's when the money starts to really flow into the speculative plays with these cryptos with a lot smaller market caps. In the 2021 bull run, we had a macro environment where interest rates were pretty much on zero, and it was at the top of the market when they started increasing those interest rates, which was pretty much when the bear market started. And as we're going into a macro environment that's bullish for the stock market, that's bullish for risk on assets, as these rates do get cut, I'm going to be expecting altcoins to skyrocket and to potentially see a bit of a longer cycle. Now, one thing that a lot of people get wrong about the 4-year cycle is it's not measured from peak to peak. It's actually measured from low to low. So if we do see a bit of a right translated cycle where it is a bit extended, it may just mean that the cycle goes for an extra 3 months, but instead of having a 1-year bear market, maybe our bear market's only 9 months instead. So that's a very real possibility. As well, every time in history the Fed has actually cut near all-time highs, the markets have gone up the next 12 months 100% of times. So this has happened every single time that we've seen rate cuts near a high. Now, we've also got really bullish regulation coming in. We've got the market structure bill, which is likely to be passed very soon. And this bill essentially protects crypto assets. So it's extremely bullish, and we're just going into an environment that is going to be extremely bullish for crypto, which is why I believe that we do pump for longer. Now, I just want to mention as well that CZ, the founder of Binance, actually said that the real bull run may not have even started yet. That is extremely bullish considering where we are right now. Now, I'm going to give you 5 tips to become a profitable investor in crypto. Now, tip number 1 is to be consistent. Now, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. I've been in these markets for 5 years every single day. What I can tell you, that the amount of knowledge I've learned in that time is more valuable than any amount of money, because the knowledge, the skills I've learned are going to help me be able to be profitable in future bull runs and to be a profitable investor for the rest of my life. And it takes time to build up the skill sets that you need to have to be profitable. It takes time looking at the charts every single day to really start to understand them, to understand how these cycles work, how the chart patterns typically play out. And you're only going to gain that real knowledge if you're going to be consistent in the market. Now, tip number 2 is you want to take your emotions out of investing. Now, markets are psychological, and this is very hard to do, especially when you're just getting started in crypto, because your emotions are naturally going to tell you one thing. If the markets are going down, you're not going to feel good. You're going to be fearful. You're going to be scared, and that's completely normal. But the trick is not acting on these emotions and actually being aware of it, because typically the best move to make is actually the opposite of what your emotions are telling you. When the markets are fearful, it's typically the best time to buy. And when you're feeling really euphoric and excited about the markets, that's typically a good time to take profits because you're probably near a top. Now, tip number 3, guys, is understanding the difference between price and market cap. Now, I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap for a second to show you what I mean. But this is a mistake a lot of beginners get wrong because they don't understand how market cap works. They think that a coin like XRP, for example, at $2.85 is way cheaper than, let's say, Hyperliquid at $46. Well, that's actually incorrect, because while the price of the coin may be less, the market cap of XRP is significantly bigger at 170 billion as opposed to 15 billion. Now, to work out the price, you actually divide the market cap by how many coins are in circulating supply. So an example of this, to get the price of 112,000 for Bitcoin, you would take its market cap of 2.2 trillion and you would divide it by 19 million Bitcoin, which is how many coins are in circulation, and that then gives you the price. So if a coin has a massive supply, then the price of the coin is obviously going to be less, even if its market cap is bigger. So understanding the difference is very important. You want to look at the market cap of the coin. A lot of people like to look at Shiba Inu, for example. It's less than 1 cent, but its market cap is still ginormous at $7 billion. And some people think that, Shiba Inu is only 1 cent. It could easily reach $1. Like, look at Bitcoin, it's 112,000. If Shiba just gets to $1, I'll be a millionaire. But for Shiba to get to $1, its market cap would have to be in the trillions. So it's very important to understand the difference between price and market cap, because for Shiba Inu to double in price, its market cap needs to double as well, which is the total amount that's been invested into that coin. Now, tip number 4, guys, is not taking profits. Now, this bull run is going to end at some point. Even if we do see it be a bit of an extended cycle, I believe that it will end at some point because people are going to take profits and Bitcoin's likely going to drop by over 60%, which would lead to altcoins going down 70, 80, 90% depending on the coin. So this is why it's extremely important when you are up to take some chips off the table. And that's why you need a profit-taking strategy in place. Now, personally, my profit-taking strategy is going off key Fibonacci levels and targets that I've pre-planned. I'm not just going by emotions. I'm not just, I'm going to take profits now because I feel like now's a good time. I have a strategy ready ahead of time, which I'm going to execute. And this gives me confidence in the market. Even if I don't hit my final targets, by taking profits at these different levels, at least I'm going to have something to show for it at the end of the cycle. Because do you want to be like 90% of investors last cycle who rode it up and then rode it all the way back down and had nothing to show for it? Or do you want to be one of the people who are walking away having made money at the end of the day? Because it doesn't matter how much you're up on paper, if you don't take profits, it's not real profits. Tip number 5, guys, is not investing in yourself and your education. One of the biggest steps I took was choosing to invest in myself with my time and with my money as well, learning from people who were where I wanted to be. Now, the skills that I've learned, I'm going to have these skills with me for the rest of my life, and I'm going to be able to make money in financial markets for the rest of my life because of the skills that I have learned. And if you're someone who wants to develop your skills and your knowledge about cryptocurrency, I do one-on-one coaching if you'd like to book a session with me. Otherwise, I have created a free beginner's guide to crypto. It's completely free. You just put your email and phone number in and you can download that document. And it's a great resource for someone who's new to crypto and who's just getting started. But investing in yourself and in your education is extremely important if you want to be a profitable investor. Now, that's pretty much all I've got for today's video. If you'd like to purchase my top 10 crypto picks for 2025, just click on the link below. But besides that, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't I say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottom it out, Novogratz is bullish. Bottom it out, don't rise is bearish.
Bearish target of 13 times there.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.